there was a part of the conversation when they were talking about duty, and basically duty meaning that you're going to be able to stand by your man through thick and thin, for better, for worse, regardless of what he's going through. And I think the example he brought up was like, let's say your guy got maimed and he couldn't provide for you anymore, protect you anymore, because let's say he got his legs cut off or whatever like that. And you were saying you'd be dutiful, but if that changed the way he acted, like if he started maybe acting more aggressively or maybe not being the same guy, whatever, that would make you question that. So I guess my question is like, at what things would make you stick with him? At what point would you draw the line? And like, how would him changing up, like in what ways would he have to change in order for you to change your mind about wanting to be dutiful to this man that you made vows to?
You're going to love this answer because it depends. It depends because we're looking at a level of like attributes. If there's 10 attributes and they shift, like things go, I can settle for this, if not this. So it would depend. Like if he's maimed, let's say he went to war or then what does that come with? Does he have PTSD? Does he have PTSD and he can't walk and he can't have sex and he can't, like, what are all the amount of things that he can't do? And then on top of that, how does that make him respond to life? Is he accepting now, like, okay, this is who I am now. I've got a brighter outlook. I'm gonna do whatever I can do. I'm not a victim. I'm gonna try to succeed. Like, are they gonna, or is it, I hate my life. I'm drinking every day. I might be abusive to you verbally and all these kinds of ways. And there's still gonna be a certain amount, me personally, that I'm gonna put up with just because I love really, 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 really hard. I'm a Scorpio. I don't know if that's like a thing, guys. I know they love horoscopes, but like I'm a hard lover. I'm very, very, very loyal. So I would to an extent, but there's going to be a point to, I think anybody, but I hope that I've reached a point to where I protect myself to where if it's going to like, it would have to like be something that was physically damaging to me. You know what I mean? Like it would depend, but it would depend on what would and how long with this, because I'm obviously going to stick by you for the hard things and like do my best.
Well, it's interesting. I think too, like, there's a reputation out there now of like women only want to be in relationships with what they want. They're not really about sticking by the man. But like, just in my personal life, I've seen a lot of women stick with their man through a lot of bullcrap that they bring in before it's like, girl, like, dude, could you please, like, I know you want to be there for him. And, I'm the first one to be like, you should stick by your guy. But it's like, there's a point where it's like, if he's doing X, Y, and Z and it's not getting better, like, why are you even still in this?
I don't like to put my business out there like this. And obviously, this is something I've had to learn from. But these are from learning. I was with a guy who literally cheated on me, like, repetitively, to the point where, and I wasn't aware of it necessarily. I found out about it like later in time. But he would introduce me to these girls and be like,
what?
This is my friend. Yeah. And like, that makes me so sick. And like, that just me. I don't like feeling stupid. I don't like feeling dumb. I don't know how all girls feel, but I know that's something that I feel really struggle with. Like, I want to feel stupid for someone who won't make me feel stupid. Right. Look stupid. And so introducing me to this, and more than one time, it took him getting his friend pregnant.
Wow.
And then not leaving that for me to be like, okay, I don't belong here. Like, this is obviously like, this question has X'd me out, and we're actually cool to this day. He was one of my best friends.
You're better than me. Should I've been like, peace.
He was. It was a long time. It was a good 10 years before we could talk again. Anyways, that being said, I learned a lot from that. Like, yes, I would go through the fire. Oh no, to the wire, but go here with me through the fire. And so I know that I could be tested there, but I never want to be pushed that again because I felt like I was going insane. Like, he was blaming me. Like, projection is a big thing in relationships, and I didn't realize that at the time. It took me like experience and I guess maybe 101 psychology in college to realize people project a lot.
Yes,
and
very
so
true.
He would blame me, be like, "Oh, you're cheating on me, you're doing something," and I'd be like,
and it's like,
I told him, this is the analogy I gave him. I said, I don't want to be blamed for taking the cookie out of the cookie jar if I didn't take it, and if you're going to blame me for taking it, then I'm going to eat the cookie.
I've said that to some people where it's like you can realistically talk into your life the things that you don't want. And it's like, because then it's almost like it goes from like, well, I'm not trying to do a thing, but you seem to be pushing the narrative that I should do a thing.
Right.
Like,
and I still didn't cheat on him, but I found out that he was cheating and this, that, and the third. And so, I mean, yes, dutiful, but there's going to have to be an extent. I cannot destroy myself. I'm not going to allow myself to not like, I'm not going to get to where I can't come back up again. And I've gotten that far before. So, but I also want to hopefully vet a person to know that they're not going to be that kind of person. But then again, like he said, Mame, like, who knows? That could totally change. That might even change me. But if I'm a really big believer in, like, everything happens for a reason. And I also take a lot of responsibility for self. I'm trying to do that more and more every day, but like, it's still my outlook. So that's still their outlook. And if I'm hoping to be with someone who's spiritually and like emotionally aware enough to like have a grasp of that, so then we should be able to keep it pushing.
Right.
And his little body. I mean,
now on that show, they really talked about, like, you know, they were asking you, the ladies, obviously, like, what kind of duties do you think you bring? What kind of duties do you think men should be bringing to in relationship situations? I mean, obviously, aside from like not cheating, but like,
I guess it depends on the relationship. And a relationship that I'm looking for is protector provider. I don't know. I came from a family where my grandpa went to work and my grandma stayed with me, and she cooked dinner and she made sure the house looked good, and she gardened and she sewed, and she'd watch her soap operas. Like, we'd watch Star Trek in the morning. And so that's just kind of what I see.
You know, it's interesting because I like that you bring that up, because the things that you're describing are like things that we'll say, for better lack of term, a lot of modern women today push against, in terms of like, or the narrative we're fed is that modern women don't want to stay at home. They don't want to, like, they want to be boss babes. They don't respect, like, they rally against the idea that doing those things is not like anti-feminist. Like, they're like, if I stay at home, then I'm not, you know, whatever, I'm not contributing and I'm just being held down by the man. But it seems like it sounds like you're saying you don't think that way.
I mean, here's the thing. I'd like a choice, and I'm a boss babe now. Like, I run my own LLC. I'm out here, like, living in one of the most expensive economies in the country.
And again, she gets gigs, y'all. Like, she gets a lot of, every week on Facebook, like, oh, she got another gig. That's amazing.
I was working with True Religion today, actually. Which I'm really grateful for them. But I mean, I am doing this, and I am self-sufficient, and I am taking care of my own bills and taking care of my own things. And I want to be a mother, and I want to be a wife. And I don't see how I could do everything that I'm doing right now and also fulfill the duties of being a mother and a wife.
Okay.
That is it. Like, it seems like that's a lot. And I want to be with someone who agrees with me. That agrees that that's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and not that I would quit working just because I'm in a relationship. And I definitely would pour back into my husband, like, because my love languages of gifts and acts of service. Like, I love doing things. Like, you're gonna get surprised with dinner. You might show up with lunch. Like there's gonna be really sweet things that I love to do. But I'll be motivated by that person to do them.
You's a bad boy, but you can't stop, won't stop. You a high earning, high value, high class man. You a high earning, high value, high class man. You a high earning, high value, high class man. You a high class man. You a high class man. You a high earning, high value, high class.